You ever get bored and wonder what you could do with your time? You should think like,
I could learn how to read Korean.
if any of your friends ever want to look cool and try and get on you and be like, I bet you can't do it, you could just be like,
Yeah, I can. And
you could read Korean. It takes like 10 minutes.
to learn the basics, and then another 10 to maybe learn the rest. And boom, you know how to read Korean. And I'm here to help you. My name is Cadence, and I will be teaching you guys how to read Hangeul. So Hangeul is the Korean alphabet. They have
Some, structures. I will be focusing on the basics. So there are 24 basic characters, there are consonant, 14 consonants, 10 vowels, and another system, which is like boxing or whatever. I'm not going to get into that because I don't think
I know how to teach it. I will be starting off with Korean consonants. There are 14 basic consonants and they have Korean names. However, I do not know them nor how to pronounce them, so I will not do that. I will simply be associating the Korean character with their sounds.
But one thing to note, however, is as I'm teaching them, do not associate the Korean character with the English alphabet. The words that I put on here to help teach and learn are just there, kind of to memorize the sound of the character, not to associate the character with the letter. And English alphabet, because they're not the same, they're two different alphabets, and you should learn them separately.
All right, so the character we will start with is this one right here. And it makes a k sound, kind of like gun, but not so strong on the g. And it kind of looks like a gun. Next one, nose. Kind of looks like a nose. Third character, door. Looks like a door. And this one, kind of a play on the last one. T. Less of a t and two. Two doors. This one's kind of difficult. It's not really an R. It's more so a mix between an R and an L.
Better if you know how to roll your R's. I don't, but I could try. So like instead of
rattlesnake, it's more rattle, right? And looks like a snake, rattlesnake. Now we have mouth.
Kind of looks like a mouth.
Then this we have kind of like budget. Not so heavy on the buh.
Kind of like a mix between a P and a B, so
puh. This one, stand. If you could be creative, I don't know, maybe it's a stick figure standing. I don't have anything to associate this with, but it's like a ch sound. This is ch, like a ch. This one is puh, more on the P now, so part. This one, k. Instead of like the first sound, it's not a k, it's a k. Heavier on the k sound, I guess. Go. This one is hat. Like a man in a hat if you want to be creative. And then this one has no sound sometimes.
Unless it's at the end of a syllable box.
Get into that later.
Then it makes a G sound.
So next we will move on to the basic vowels,
which there are 10 basic vowels, and it's important to try and remember which way
they are facing because that does change the way that they sound. So the first vowel we have is ah, and ah faces the right direction. Then we have ya, once again facing the right, except this time it has a Y sound with these two lines here. This is a common theme you will see throughout the Korean language. Two lines, this makes a ya sound. Next, oh. Instead of facing the right, however, we are facing the left. Oh sound. This is yo. Once again, facing the left. Two lines instead of one, so yo. Now we have e, just one poking up, kind of like an eye. Now we have o, one up, o. Then we have yo. Two lines, yo. Then oo, facing downwards, one line. You, two lines facing down. And then lastly, this is and like
We have all the characters, so the next step would be to put them together. There are more boxes than the one that I'm about to show. However, I will only be showing two because we're sticking to the basics, which is one consonant, one vowel, and the box will only change depending on
the vowel at the end. So for this one, we have a vertical vowel. So one consonant and then a vertical vowel. What this looks like would be if I took this one right here, nose, and I took the ah, put them next to each other, you have this consonant box, na. The next one we are learning is consonant with a horizontal vowel. So instead of the consonant being located besides the vowel, the vowel will be under the consonant. So here we have na and then n, and they would look like this in writing. Okay, now you know how to read basic Korean. That's not everything, of course. There's still a lot that you need to learn. I left out literally like 2 good portions that would actually really help you, but this video's long, so no. But you know, you could read some words, little cute words. For example, we have this here. It's nabi, and we have our vertical vowel, so nabi, and it means butterfly. Cute, right? And then we also have this here. This time, it's a horizontal vowel, so we have doshi, which is city. You could read that. Wow. Okay. For this video, person who really helped was definitely, her name's Korean with Miss Vicky. Her video is really nice and cute and simple. She helped me get a lot of the things to compare the words to. And then a good resource if you want to actually go further than just learning the letters and how to put simple consonants and vowels together is Go Billy. Really good videos,